Every time there's an opportunity to go to the next level in business or leadership or entrepreneurship, there's a massive internal battle struggle. And oftentimes I'm not even aware until, like, so far it's been like a few weeks later. I don't recognize it right away. I don't notice it right away. My head says, of course, let's go for it. Let's do it. You got this. It's time. This is a tremendous opportunity. You'll be able to help, impact, influence more leaders, more people, more families, more children. My internal voice, subconscious, turns up the volume knob on the speakers and blasts. Whoa, whoa, bro, whoa, whoa. Are you even ready for that? But you don't have a PhD from Harvard in behavioral psychology. They're going to find out about the real you. They're going to find out you still have issues. They're going to confirm what we already know, that you have no value or worth. Playing it small is so much easier and more comfortable. You need to stay small and play small because you deserve small. Welcome to the EQ Gangster podcast, where you will learn practical tools to grow your mental and emotional health and intelligence to be the best version of yourself, both at work and at home. It is real, raw, and transformational. The journey of emotional growth isn't easy, but it's worth it. I believe in you. What is up, EQ Gangsters? So this episode is sponsored by Arrowhead Leadership Consulting. What? If you're on YouTube, what? Arrowhead Leadership Consulting, arrowhead-leadership.com. If you need any keynote speakers, that kind of thing, please hit me up. Or any of your corporate training, leadership. Our specialty is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligent leadership is our jam. That's our sweet spot, so to speak. So definitely hit us up. I am thankful for baseball hats. I am thankful for eyebrows. I'm thankful for beards. I am thankful for jujitsu, even though I can't do it anymore for another year because I blew out my shoulder and I'm waiting for shoulder surgery. So please keep me in your prayers if you don't mind. I'm thankful for shoulder surgeons. I am thankful for the body's amazing ability to recover and repair and heal itself. So after the surgery, it's going to take like 9 months, from what I've heard, 9 months of recovery and stuff. So I'm thankful for, again, that ability, the body's ability. I'm thankful for being able to make decisions and choices. And that is an area I'm working on, making better eating choices. I'm thankful for being able to lift weights. I'm thankful for tension and conflict. I'm thankful for the opportunity and ability to learn and dream and grow. I'm thankful for, failure and growth and life and death and photosynthesis and atoms and protons and electrons and amoebas and how blood coagulates. I'm thankful for scar tissue. I'm thankful for saliva and tears and sweat and hard work and cattle and horses and personalities and differences and uniquenesses and similarities and love and joy and happiness and different emotions. And I'm thankful for leaders. I'm thankful for learning, man, y'all. I'm thankful for fire pits. So this is a real raw episode here, y'all, which most of them are. This is an area that I'm currently struggling with. Okay, I am currently working on, and thought I had overcome it. Clearly have not. I'll be posting it probably on LinkedIn and Facebook here coming up probably this week. And this may, I don't remember when this is going to come out, but probably soon. But is, self-sabotage. I thought I had kind of kicked it. I thought I'd overcome it, and clearly have not. So self-sabotage, imposter syndrome. So many lessons from this one, y'all. So many lessons. I'm excited to have the victory over it at some point in my life. And so I wrote a post. I'm going to just kind of read off this post. So if you see me on YouTube looking down, that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of reading my notes here. So genuinely asking for help and insight. So for my YouTube audience, my podcast audience, this applies to you as well. It feels very uncomfortable exposing vulnerable, weak, embarrassing, soft, discouraging, behind, lost, and maybe even a little distasteful. The irony of the context: I'm a successful, whatever that means, executive coach who's helped hundreds of junior and senior leaders and executives work through their personal and professional dysfunctions for decades. And I'm struggling with self-sabotage and imposter syndrome. Personal context: I've struggled with the feeling and identity of being unworthy and undeserving of success, impact, and influence for a few decades now. I thought I'd overcome it. Clearly, I haven't. Every time there's an opportunity to go to the next level in business or leadership or entrepreneurship, there's a massive internal battle struggle. And oftentimes I'm not even aware until, like, so far it's been like a few weeks later, maybe a few weeks, maybe even a month. I don't recognize it right away. I don't notice it right away. My head says, of course, let's go for it. Let's do it. You got this. It's time. This is a tremendous opportunity. You'll be able to help, impact, influence more leaders, more people, more families, more children. Because what I do, thankfully, impacts is multi-generational. Because when the leader, which is oftentimes a husband and father, and or a mother and wife, it doesn't just impact them because they heal, grow, and change. That impacts the culture, their whole family. It impacts that next generation. So this is literally what I do, the work I do, EQ Gangster, of course, and Arrowhead, is multi-generational change, which is humbling and life-changing. And I'm so freaking grateful to be able to do this work. My internal voice, subconscious, turns up the volume knob on the speakers and blasts, whoa, bro, whoa. Are you even ready for that? But you don't have a PhD from Harvard in behavioral psychology. They're going to find out about the real you. They're going to find out you still have issues. They're going to confirm what we already know, that you have no value or worth. Playing it small is so much easier and more comfortable. You need to stay small and play small because you deserve small. That's why God made you safe and small, insignificant, unworthy, undeserving. That blasts over the loudspeaker of my core subconsciously and shows up in my behaviors of my businesses, of my marriage, of my parenting, of my finances, of my fitness, of my spiritual life. In every area, it shows up in every area. Reflections. So here are some questions that I need to ask myself and do serious homework on. How am I using self-sabotage as a form of protection or control? And maybe at some point you'd want to write those down, write this list down. I've got 10 of them. It may end up being more, but right now it's 10 of them. How am I using self-sabotage as a form of protection or control? Number 2, what am I avoiding by using self-sabotage as a coping or survival mechanism? Number 3, how do I think self-sabotage is or has served me? 4, what is the relationship between my identity and self-sabotage? 5, where did my self-sabotage come from? 6, what steps can I take to begin overcoming my self-sabotage? 7, this one is a throat punch. What has my self-sabotage cost me, my family, my colleagues, my impact? Number 8, why do I feel like I'm trying to protect my self-sabotage? 9, what could life look like without self-sabotage? 10, who will benefit from me overcoming my self-sabotage? So now just for the group, for everyone, has anyone else dealt with or struggled with self-sabotage or imposter syndrome? How have you worked on or overcome it? And here's what's interesting. I've definitely improved in this area. So, because I wouldn't have a podcast if I hadn't improved. I wouldn't have started a business coaching executives on emotional intelligence leadership. So those are two massive ways I know I've grown in this area specifically. There's a lot of others I have grown in, but in this area specifically, the reason I hadn't started a podcast was because of imposter syndrome and self-sabotage. The reason I had never had the courage or confidence to start a business coaching executives and leaders because of self-sabotage and imposter syndrome. So I know I have broken some chains or made some progress in this area, but man, it's still, I thought I had kicked it, but still clearly have some areas that are hanging on. And so I just need, and genuinely, if any of you have insights or ideas, thoughts, suggestions, I am wide open to, email me, Noble at arrowhead-leadership.com or Noble at eqgangster.com. Also, for those y'all, against last minute, 8 to 10 October, we are doing a 3-day course on becoming an emotionally healthy, emotionally intelligent leader developer using coaching principles. So if that is something that might interest you, it's going to be in Fishers, Indiana. It's an in-person event. Email me for details, Noble at arrowhead-leadership.com. 8 to 10 October, Fishers, Indiana. It is going to be, it's literally like 3 days of some of my best practices in leader developing, in developing coaches, in as a coach, developing leaders. And it's got 2 other of my colleagues who are incredible, amazing leader developers also delivering content as well. So it is going to be a 3 days of you're going to walk away with a truckload of practical application tools to, in whatever place you're at in life right now, immediately begin being more effective at developing leaders using powerful coaching principles. So thank you again for being a part of this journey with me. I appreciate your prayers. Thanks for your support, your encouragement. Super, super grateful for you.